You believe it or not, I've been farming for over 20 years. The first 10 years, I fought weeds until my back was almost broken. The last 10 years, I've barely bent over to pull a single weed. What changed? Not because I bought more expensive weed killer, and not because I used some high-tech gadget. Someone taught me a simple trick, using something you throw away every day after opening your packages: cardboard boxes. The first time I heard it, I thought it was crazy. Cardboard kills weeds? No way. But then I went to Pennsylvania and saw those Amish gardens. They don't use electricity, don't drive tractors, don't buy any chemicals. But their vegetable patches were spotless, not a single weed in sight. Tomatoes, squash, lettuce lined up perfectly, soil black and rich. I asked them how they did it. They just smiled and pointed to a pile of old cardboard boxes in the corner. That's it? That's it. I came home and tried it. From that day on, I've never bought another bag of weed killer. Today I'm going to walk you through this method from start to finish, especially the two little details that most people get wrong. 90% of folks who fail at this the first time mess up on these two things. Avoid them, and your garden can be as clean as an Amish farm. First, why does cardboard kill weeds? This isn't magic, Faye. It is plain science. Weeds need three things to live: sunlight, air, and water. Lay cardboard on the ground, and here is what happens. 1. It blocks sunlight. Weed seeds down below can't see light, so they either never sprout, or if they do, they can't grow up through the cardboard and just rot in the dark. 2. The cardboard sits tight against the soil and cuts off oxygen exchange near the surface. The roots of any weeds that have already sprouted can't breathe, and they start to break down in a few days. 3. The cardboard acts like a blanket. Fey water can't evaporate quickly, so the soil stays moist. That brings in earthworms and microbes by the dozens. They eat the rotting weed roots and the softening cardboard and turn everything into free fertilizer. Now you might ask, why not just use black plastic landscape fabric? It blocks light too, right? Yes, but black plastic has three big problems. First, it doesn't breathe. The soil underneath gets sour and roots can suffocate. Second, the sun breaks it apart into little pieces of plastic trash that stay in your ground for decades. You can never pick it all out. And third, it never becomes fertilizer. Cardboard. In a few months, it is completely broken down. Fey turned into worm food and organic matter for your soil. One is garbage, the other is gold. You decide, all right, enough talk. Here is how to do it. Step by step, 5 steps. Step 1, Fey. Choose your cardboard. Use regular corrugated cardboard, Fey the brown kind, with the wavy layer inside, like the boxes from online orders. Peel off all the tape, plastic labels, and staples. Don't use shiny, glossy, color Fey printed cardboard. That stuff has a plastic or wax coating Fey water won't soak through, and the worms can't eat it. It'll just sit there like a piece of trash. Pizza boxes are too thin Fey, they won't last. The best is medium Fey thick. Boxes 2 or 3 layers. Step 2, Fey prepare the ground. This is the most surprising part, and the part that saves you the most work. Do nothing. Got weeds. Don't pull them. Don't cut them. Just walk on them. Step on them and mash them flat. That is it. You heard me right. Don't even pull the roots, because the cardboard is going to smother everything underneath. The time you save is not minutes, Fey. It is hours of bending over and sweating. Step 3, Fey, lay the cardboard. Here is the first trap that catches 90% of people. You have to overlap the pieces. At least 6 inches of overlap. Not just butted together edge to edge. Why? Because weeds are sneaky. If you leave a gap as wide as a pencil, a weed will find it and pop through. In a few weeks, it'll take over again. So lay your cardboard like roof shingles, Fey, one piece over the next. Better to waste a little than to leave a crack. After you've covered the whole area, Do one thing immediately. Soak the cardboard with a hose, not just a sprinkle. Soak it until the cardboard goes soft and floppy and sticks to the ground. Press it with your hand and water should squeeze out. This is the second trap. If you leave the cardboard dry, it'll actually suck moisture out of the soil and dry out your future seedlings. Remember this. Wet it down. Soak it through. Step 4. Add a top layer. On top of the wet cardboard, spread something 2 to 4 inches thick. You can use wood chips, shredded bark, straw, dry leaves, or even the dead weeds you pulled last time. This layer does 3 things. It holds the cardboard down so the wind doesn't blow it away. It makes your garden look neat, and it locks in even more moisture. If you live in the country, this layer costs nothing. Just rake up some fallen leaves. Step 5. Plant. Here is the best part. You can plant the same day. No waiting. If you are putting in seedlings, just cut a little cross or a hole in the cardboard with a knife and tuck the root ball into the soil below. If you want to sow seeds, like lettuce, spinach, radishes, small stuff like that, wait 2 or 3 weeks until the cardboard has softened. Then sprinkle the seeds right on top of that top layer. They'll find their way down through the cracks. I'll tell you, the first time I tried this, I soaked the cardboard, topped it with free wood chips from the town pile, and forgot about it. A month later, I peeled back a corner. All those weeds that used to be there, gone, completely rotted away. The soil underneath was black with worm castings, dark as coffee grounds, and my back never hurt once. Now you might have a few worries. Does cardboard attract termites? I've been doing this for years and never seen a single termite. Termites eat live wood. Cardboard is soft, wet fiber. They don't want it. Earthworms love it, though. Does cardboard steal nitrogen from the soil? Cardboard is carbon, and microbes do use a little nitrogen to break it down. But it is sitting on top of the soil, not mixed in, so it doesn't compete with your plant roots. If you are really worried, just sprinkle a thin layer of chicken manure or your saved coffee grounds on the ground before you lay the cardboard. Problem solved. One more thing, timing. Do this in spring or fall. Summer is too hot, the cardboard dries out too fast and you'll have to water it constantly. Winter is too cold, the worms go deep and nothing breaks down. Spring and fall are perfect. The temperatures are mild, the rains help keep things moist, and the cardboard rots just right. Why am I telling you all this? Because the companies that sell weed killer and plastic landscape fabric won't tell you. Once you learn this trick, you might never buy their products again. A method that costs nothing. No company has any reason to share it. I am not selling anything. I am just an old farmer who has been in the dirt for half my life. I've made the mistakes, and I don't want you to make them too. Starting today, save your cardboard boxes. Don't crush them and throw them in the recycling bin. Stack them flat in the corner of your garage. When you have time, take them out and lay them on your garden. You'll be amazed how those weeds that've been driving you crazy for 10 or 20 years just disappear. Your soil will get darker and softer. Your back will thank you. Your knees will thank you. Comment below and tell me, do you have cardboard stacked up at home right now? When are you going to lay it down? If you've already tried this method, tell us how it worked for you. Hit like, hit subscribe. Next time, I'll show you an even better use for cardboard dig potatoes. Take care of your back, and your garden will take care of itself. I'll see you next time.